Hi ladies, and this is your Monday morning grace note. So your focus this week is on awakening creativity. Okay, so here's what I want you to know about this week. If you're feeling tired, frustrated, lethargic, shut down, if you're just feeling really lost in worrying about what people think of you and everyone else's opinion and what they're going to say if you come forward or if you change in any way, then this particular grace note and this message is for you. It's imperative that you find a way to engage your creativity. And what I have seen in my own journey is that anytime I'm feeling really, really tired, really shut down, really lethargic, it's actually because I'm not tapping into that creative potential. It's gotten nothing to do with sleep and exercise and diet. And whilst those things do have a place at times, of course, in my own experience, we get tired when we're not living in our creative potential, when we're not delving deep on that. And so this week, I really want you to notice for yourself, are you feeling exhausted a lot of the time? Are you feeling shut down? Are you lacking any sort of passion and energy for your career or your business? And if you are, I'm encouraging you to find a way to get into your creative power, get into your creative potential, whatever that is. Something that I like to do is I like to ask myself, what will bring me joy? What will bring me joy? And believe it or not, sometimes I'm so lost in my intellect that I see anything new. I don't necessarily come up with anything fresh. So I ask myself that question before I go to bed at night when I'm in that place. What will bring me joy? And whatever I hear on awakening or whatever dream I recall, usually holds an answer. I find that on waking up, that answer is there. And so if that's helpful to you, try it out. Maybe you're lost in the intellect. Maybe you're coming from a very logical place a lot of the time, and you're finding that, things look, boring, or things look dull. And whilst it could be very, very easy to attribute that feeling to your external world, oh, it's where I live is the problem. Oh, it's because I don't have enough money in my bank account is the problem. Or, oh, it's my husband's the problem. Whilst it can be so easy to attribute that feeling to the external world, it is never coming from that place. That feeling is really letting you know that that you're not, that your thinking has gone south. And so when our thinking goes south, when our thinking gets clouded, our vision gets clouded, our desires get clouded. What brings us joy, isn't necessarily first and foremost in our mind. So that's why, before resting or before going to bed, sometimes it can be as simple as asking that question and retiring for the night and awakening the next day to your answer, or scanning that, whatever you've been dreaming about, to see if there's any hidden message there. Whatever you decide to do this week, your focus for this week is in awakening that creativity. And it does mean consciously acting on that, that might mean cooking a new recipe. That might mean reading a book you would never normally read. That might mean taking a paintbrush out. It might mean sitting down to a cup of coffee and a piece of paper and seeing what lands on that sheet of paper. In my experience, it definitely means doing something different. Like, it means acting on something differently. as opposed to being stuck in the same routine all the time. Like our creativity is always calling us. And I've just actually done an interview on creativity that will be with you in your inbox this week. But it's all about, you know, awakening to that creative potential, that creative power within. And as far as I'm concerned, that creativity comes from beyond us. It comes from our spirit. It comes from our divinity. It's so much bigger than us, and it's always calling us. And so in following it, we're honoring that God within. In following it, we're acting out the purpose that we've been sent here for. Now, if you're in a day job right now and, you know, it feels like you're a million miles away from ever being able to follow your creative edge, just know that, you know, it's available for you too. This creativity, this creative potential is not unique to like people running their own business or working for themselves that have time to engage it. Like this is something that is available. And I know for me, when I was in my day job, because I was so shut down creatively when I was there, I had to find ways to get my creativity into action after work. So I would take myself off into the city and attend events. Eventually I started hosting events. You know, I found ways to engage my creative edge because I just wasn't getting it at work, you know. And so again, that was a conscious decision. I consciously made the choice that I was not going to, you know, keep like living in that rut the same way every day. So again, I hope this message is awakening something in you. It's helping you remember that creative spark that is within you. And you know, that is our calling. That is what we're here to engage and to experience and to bring forth in the world. And so bring it into your business, bring it into your morning, bring it into your evening, bring it into your relationship, whatever area is feeling stagnant for you right now. You know, awakening creativity over there is really going to support you in just having a whole new experience. It's a conscious choice, ladies. It's about saying yes to that and just, you know, be gentle with yourself in the process. So let me know what you've heard in this one. Does this speak to you? Are you feeling creatively blocked, shut down, tired, lethargic, dull at the moment? Are you wishing for a whole new level, a whole new experience in your career or your business or your lifestyle? You know, listen to those callings and do whatever you can in this day and this week to just push that creative edge. I hope this has been helpful and I'll speak to you soon. Ciao.